This is the luxury world. Get inspired with us today and tomorrow. Rolex chose not to unveil completely new models for 2024. Instead, they refreshed some of their most cherished timepieces with updated materials, dials, and bracelets at Watches and Wonders 2024. Rolex introduces a fresh perspective to its iconic models with its latest designs. Year after year, Rolex stands as the main attraction at the fair. Many watch enthusiasts are eager to capture images of the latest timepieces displayed in glass cases. This year was no exception, with one watch generating intense competition among attendees to be the first to capture it in real life. In this video brought to you by the Luxury World, we will give a brief overview of the coveted timepieces, along with the other thrilling new releases from Rolex for 2024. If you have not subscribed to our channel, we encourage you to do so to stay informed about our upcoming videos. New Rolex Daytona 2024. All the rumors and speculation about Rolex's 2024 releases come to an end as we find out what the brand has in store. Now let us start first with the new Rolex Daytona, which is not iced out. It features a mother-of-pearl dial and a diamond set bezel, with prices varying based on the bracelet choice. It is priced at £53,850 for an Oyster Flex bracelet or £61,000 for an Oyster bracelet. While Rolex is primarily recognized for its robust sports watches, the brand has shown in recent years that it can also embrace creativity and fun. The introduction of the Rainbow Daytona in 2012 captivated collectors in the industry with its vibrant gem setting, and unconventional pieces like last year's Puzzle Dial Day-Date were embraced by prominent collectors. This year, Rolex is releasing several more Daytonas that seem more suited for the runway than the racing track. Rolex is launching two new versions of the Daytona with stone dials that use contrasting black and white mother-of-pearl to recreate the popular panda and reverse panda dial designs. The bezel is adorned with 36 diamonds, and another 8 are set as hour markers. New Rolex GMT-Master II Black 2024. One of the crowd favorites from last year's Watches and Wonders was an all-gold GMT-Master II with a black and gray bezel. Rolex must have loved it too because they are reintroducing the color scheme on a more casual stainless steel case. With Rolex, everything seems meticulously planned for years. The black and gray bezel on the gold case added a luxurious touch, and now it is being translated onto a steel watch while retaining its distinctive appeal. It is high time we produced a suitable nickname for this combination. You might be surprised to learn that this new timepiece is the only stainless steel Rolex to be released from Watches and Wonders 2024. While it is not as a bold move as the discontinuation of the stainless steel Nautilus at Patek Philippe, it is certainly an uncommon year for Rolex. This departure is different from last year's unexpected releases, such as the Celebration and Puzzle dials, which the brand described as one-off moments for some fun. Although the gray and black is not groundbreaking, it is classic Rolex, providing a reassuring familiarity. This new GMT Master closely resembles other 126710 models. It features a 40mm by 12mm stainless steel case and is available with either a Jubilee or Oyster bracelet. The watch is equipped with caliber 3285, offering a 70-hour power reserve and an independent jumping hour hand for easy time zone changes during travel. New Rolex Day-Date 2024. While there is not an emoji date wheel in sight, Rolex is bringing more playful variations to its classic Day-Date. One crowd favorite is a version with an Arctic blue dial, a color Rolex first used on the Skydweller last year, and a bezel adorned with diamonds. Another version draws inspiration from the Daytona and features precious stones on its dial. One model's mother-of-pearl dial resembles puffy clouds. Rolex refers to this mother-of-pearl as pearlized and explains in a press release that it is sourced from the oldest and most refined part of the oyster shell. The next exciting release is the Day-Date in rose gold with a stunning black dial. It features a burst dial that works exceptionally well. This watch ranges from £3,000 to £60,000 and will be available starting in May, though there will be a long wait list. The final two new Day-Dates are more subtle. One has a lacquered white dial, while the other stands out slightly more, with a black ombre dial that darkens towards the edges. Apart from their dials, the new Rolex Day-Date 36 and Day-Date 40 watches are the same as the existing models in the current collection. This includes cases made from solid 18K gold, flat sapphire crystals with Cyclops magnification lenses, twin-lock screw-down crowns, and solid screw-down case backs, offering 100 meters of water resistance. The new Day-Date models also come with the collection's signature rounded 3-link precedent bracelet and are powered by the caliber 3255 automatic movement, which operates at a power reserve of around 70 hours. The primary differences in these new models lie in their dials and configurations, representing fresh additions to the already varied Day-Date collection. While the new Rolex Day-Date watches are functionally the same as existing models in the brand's current catalog, their new dials and configurations enhance the already varied collection and offer buyers the chance to enjoy their preferred dial styles in a case size that suits them. These watches might not be the most thrilling releases from Rolex this year, but some of these additions are likely to gain popularity. This is particularly true for those who enjoy ombre dials but want a larger case than 36mm, as well as those who appreciate Rolex's Roman numeral hour markers but prefer a smaller case size or have a smaller budget than the Day-Date 40 models. New Rolex 1908 2024. Think back to the classic Rolexes you have encountered. Recall the grace and sophistication of the Cellini line and the potential of the initial 1908 models. While not disappointing, not reaching their full potential, this is precisely what the 1908 should have been from the beginning, featuring a stunning dial and an ideal weight. The Rolex 1908 in platinum is truly exceptional. Last year, Rolex introduced a new line of watches called the 1908. These are functional and attractive dress watches that were previously available in white or yellow gold with black or white dials. However, this design was not what was expected from Rolex, a brand renowned for its iconic and pioneering sports watches such as the Submariner, GMT, Explorer, and Daytona. It only took Rolex a year and a striking new color to make me a fan of the 1908 model. The latest version of the watch features a bold, icy blue dial that adds a modern twist to the formal dress watch. Unlike last year's smooth dials, this year's model has a rice grain pattern that seems to shimmer. The case is crafted from platinum, which Rolex typically uses with this dial color. This is the new Rolex, incorporating emojis in its date window, producing stone dial Daytonas, and reimagining its dress watch in glacier blue. The standout watch among the crowd is the beautiful baby blue 1908 model. It is a stunning dress watch with an engine-turned gouache dial, made of solid platinum and priced at £25,000, available in May. It is the best watch Rolex has launched this year. The movement in this Rolex watch was impressive, especially when compared to most watches. But Rolex traditionally does not focus much on decorative details, as they typically cover their movements with solid case backs. Although there are indications of change in this regard, this watch highlights the finest finish you will find on any current Rolex model. This embossed pattern on the skeletonized rotor reflects light beautifully, contrasting with the striping on the bridges below, which have a polished band between the wider stripes and a gentle curve in the internal striations. The 2024 watches showcase distinctive combinations of materials, colors, and textures, reflecting our ongoing commitment to evoke watchmaking emotions. They also demonstrate impeccable quality in every detail. What are your thoughts on this year's new Rolex releases we shared in this video? We would like to hear your thoughts and see your answers in the comments section. Remember to follow us too and give us a thumbs up. Once again, this is the Luxury World, and we look forward to seeing you again in our future videos.